Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Masthead Brewing out of Cleveland, Ohio. This beer is called Tire Swing, and as you can see it says Hoppy American Wheat. It is 5.5 ABV. Just a long thing about the beer, but it's just a bunch of talking about drinking on the beach, really not a descriptor. So I really don't know what to think, or not think of this, but what to expect from this. Because, I mean, hoppy wheat beer could be anything from basically an IPA made with wheat to a Hefeweizen that just has a little bit of a hop character. And then anything in between that. So I never know what I'm going to get with those. But I usually like them regardless of which end of the spectrum they're on, so we'll see. Put it down a little bit. If I can get that in there. Okay. So as you can see, it pours a pretty hazy color, darker golden. It doesn't really look like a Hefeweizen or anything, it definitely, to me, looks more like an IPA, and it has a really big, finger and a half white head. It's just sticking around. So I mean, I would say that is more like or wheat. I know German Hefeweizen and American wheat beer aren't the same thing, but I'm just talking about the different ends of the spectrum on these. That's definitely more, in my opinion, something of a Hefeweizen. It would be an IPA. So I'm definitely getting a lot of hops in the aroma. I'm not getting a lot of yeasty character or anything that I would really describe as estery. But even the hops, they're very, very orangey, so I mean that could play into, if there's orange peel in this wheat beer, I mean that could be part of it too, because it does smell very orangey. It's a little earthy too, definitely not dank or tropical. So I'm intrigued by the aroma, and I'm really curious what this is going to taste like. So it's definitely, in my opinion, more on the IPA side than the wheat beer side. If they just said this is an IPA, like a lower ABV IPA brewed with wheat, that's what I would think it was. But that's not, a plus or a minus. It's just that's what I feel it is. I'd say it follows suit pretty much to the aroma. It's definitely very citrusy and orangey up front, with a little bit of an earthy, piney finish. I'd be curious to know what. Let me see if it says here. It doesn't say what hops are in this, but I'd be curious to know, because I think the combination is actually really tasty. I know this is fairly fresh, so I think this is definitely something you want to drink pretty fresh, because it is more like an IPA. But it is really, really easy to drink. It's flush with hop flavor, but it's not completely saturated with it. I do still get the underlying wheat beer a little bit, and it's just a really easy drinking hoppy 5.5% beer. I like this a lot. And I like that the hop profile is a little more on the West Coast style. Not completely, but it's definitely more earthy and orangey than it tropical. Yeah, it's really good. It doesn't have a ton of depth to it. I mean, I would say pretty much it's not. Sometimes I You know, I know that there's other things going on, but I can't really pick out descriptors for them. But I wouldn't really say that's the case with this one. I think this one is pretty straightforward. Everything I said about it is pretty much all the flavor that I'm getting, but that's not to knock it. You know, it's supposed to be an easy drinking, simple beer, and that's what it is. It's really, for what it is, it's really nice. So I did not buy this. I got this in a trade as an extra, so I really appreciate that. I would like to shout out to who sent it to me, but I honestly don't remember his name. But if I was in Cleveland and they had this, I would definitely buy some of it. It's nice. It's really good, easy drinking beer, and I'm guessing it probably was on the cheaper side too, because a lot of people see just wheat ale, even though it's just hoppy, and they might not buy it because it's not an IPA. So I'm guessing it was probably cheaper. I don't know, but I would definitely buy this again for sure. Pretty tasty. So yeah, that's all I got on this guy. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.